version. Oh, so this thing is not even working. I've bought a ship. I thought I'm selling this thing. No, I'm not. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Pompeii, the legacy. I'm Norman Gentleman. Well, today we are continuing rebuilding the ancient city, the ancient gem of Roman Empire, Pompeii, which, if you don't know, was destroyed by a volcano. Last time, I got an earthquake. But as you can see, the city is still standing tall and proud. So, what are we gonna try to do today? I don't know. We'll see. So basically, last time, I've landed on the shore, which I think that my ship actually have disappeared already. We've built the basic of infrastructure. We've built some basic fire protection. We've built some basic earthquake protection, I guess. First for a second that this building was destroyed. Some basic food gathering and stuff like that. So today, I was kind of like thinking what we could try to do today. And I think that we're gonna try to move the slave district closer to this area over here, because this area over here is actually quite fertile. So I think we could try to use this thing to get more supplies from farming, which I think is going to be quite necessary, considering how much stuff we're gonna be able to build. So that's one thing. Second thing, probably I should try to look at the research. Let's see what else we could try to research today. Okay, I think I actually need to construct brickworks to produce materials needed for building the port. Right, so we are building the port today. I'm kinda like wondering, can I make some money out of exporting grain for now, at the very beginning? Advanced fishing, maybe later on. Brickworks. When charcoal is near brickworks, production rises by 10%. I could try to research those things. And then we could try to worry about something else, I guess. When a clay pit's next to pottery, the pottery has upkeep. Oh, okay, that's something actually is of value to me. So get that thing. Iron mine is next to the blacksmith. We'll get there once we're gonna get there. Near a blacksmith forge, the forge gains production speed. Trade port. Okay, so we're gonna need tools anyway. Right, get this thing, Improves extraction techniques. All mines and quarries last % longer. I'm not quite sure what the heck this thing is, because I didn't notice that the quarry has limited stone. See? Like, this thing is not decreasing, so either this is a bug or something else. Oh, also, I'm stupid, because I wanted to go on to the opposite side, but I forgot I don't have the fucking wooden bridge yet. La-di-da. Huh. That's a slight problem. That's a slight problem indeed. Okay, so for now we still have to focus on the things that remain. And once we're gonna get the bridge, which is... Trade port. Where's the wooden bridge? There it is. Oh my god. Clay processing. Processing by 10% to advancement in extraction techniques. Yeah. So I still have to get like a bunch of resources first before we'll be able to get the bridge. Which, well, I need to get on the opposite side of the river. La-di-da. Alright, well, whatever. We get there once we get there. So next is brickworks. Okay, so charcoal burner. Right, I'm gonna build this thing like whatever. Just I'm gonna remember to build those two things.
Must be placed along the riverbank. That's where the best clay can be extracted.
Sure, whatever. I'm gonna build this thing next to each other, so I will remember for the future notice that this is supposed to be like next to each other for bonus production. Because knowing me, I'm gonna probably forget about that thing. How much coal I'm getting? Total input 7, bonuses -5. Can we like get some information about that thing, or do I have to like... Oh. Okay, well, apparently we have to wait a little bit.
Iron, and we need smiths to forge it.
Then we will get them. What must be done?
An iron mine must be established, and a blacksmith forge to process the ore. With these, our workers will have the tools they need.
Then begin immediately. Pompeii will not be left waiting.
Yeah, sure, whatever. I said this thing already before, but I really do enjoy the models of those buildings. Like, I honestly think that the scale is appropriate. I honestly think so. Okay, so we have to build an iron mine, and we have to get the other stuff as well. Right, iron mine, and after that we have to worry about blacksmith forge. And from the looks of it, I have to build it next to each other. Okay, so let's say that this thing is getting built. I'm kind of like worried about... Producing 24, consumption. I don't see consumption, so I don't know what to think about that. Missing coal. Okay, well, we get with that thing. Low food storage. What? Production 66, using is 59. I should have enough of it, I think. Huh. Can I get a B? Can I get an F? Also, I'm really not sure about the production of this thing. Work. How I can actually calculate how much coal do we need? And what's this? Mostly statistics? No. In. Oh. Huh. Out. So what? 32. How does it work? Like, I need some type of Oh, the capacity is actually quite full. Number of deposits. The problem is that I'm not quite sure how the heck I'm supposed to calculate the usage of coal. I'm producing 17. Wait, they have more of those things? Yeah, I do have more of those things. So it's 7 per week. Input per worker. That's not the thing. Wait, that's the pottery workshop. Huh. Wait, so you wanna tell me I don't have enough of those? No, I got 2 of those. 16 per week. 17 per week. 88. 844 per year. Yes, I cannot calculate it like that. How exactly I'm supposed to calculate usage of coal? I am really not sure. Buildings? Yeah, I don't know. This is also not the thing. Missing wood. I don't know how in the hell I'm supposed to calculate this. Like, no idea whatsoever at the very beginning. Sawmills. Producing. Yeah, so we definitely gonna need some more wood. I'm gonna have to probably keep that thing in mind for the future notice. Forester camp. Oh, sawmill. Okay, temporarily I think I can just slap you here. It should be fine. There we go. And probably having some more storages around here is going to be a good idea, right? Warehouse, research warehouse. Okay, depot. For now, build one more over here. Oh, definitely gonna have to build more of those depots somewhere around here. Maybe... Wait, can I increase the size of the depot? Hold on a second, I think there's like an upgrade for that thing, right? Okay, upgrade this thing already. So maybe I can actually upgrade the other one, because those 2 for sure will remain here for the rest of the game. Ah, okay, I can upgrade this one. Okay, 200 gold, I can afford this thing. There we go. Right, I got a little bit too much stone. So I'm guessing that stone is basically taking the majority of my storage. So for now, postpone the gathering of stone. And does that change anything? Stock. Storage capacity 3000. Huh, okay, maybe it's going to be a little bit better. Iron, that's not the thing. Right, whatever. Research. Let's see. Okay, I need to get myself an iron mine now. So that would be... General production? What is the iron mine? There it is. Extracts iron ore, show resource for tools, weapons, and construction. Slaves, mines, yada yada yada. Okay, how exactly does it work? Because I still can't figure out... Built on the slopes of the hill. That's a slope of a hill? Okay, maybe there's no iron deposits inside? Wait a minute. Do we have like specific resources in specific mountains or something? Not quite sure what the fuck this shit is. Lows. Yeah, okay, whatever. What, you wanna tell me I cannot build this thing at all over here? Huh. Okay, well that's weird. Can build it here. Does it matter on which mountain am I gonna actually build those mines? Because if it doesn't really matter, then that's one thing. But if it does matter, then that's going to be a completely different story. Okay, I think I could try to do something like this over here. Huh. Or do I want to? I mean, the bridge is gonna be probably going that way as well. Oh, la-di-da. Low storage, whatever, guys. I'm honestly busy with different things right now. So I don't think we can... Huh, I can still build this thing here. Mining overlay. So what the fuck is this thing for? No idea. Huh. Huh. Output, iron. Fuck it, for now build it here. We're gonna worry about this thing later on as the game's gonna just progress. So... Okay, but like here. Is it a good idea? Because I'm gonna lose some of the trees. Why there's so many trees around here? Wait. Ah, no, I cannot build it over there because I'm harvesting wood from that side. Fuck it. First idea was basically the best idea anyway. Ta-da! Hey, building the iron mine! Nice! So now we just have to wait for some iron. Trade port. Ooh, this thing actually requires lots of resources. Holy crap. Lots of resources. Okay, whatever. I'm building additional like storage over here. So maybe it's not going to be that back. Input. Wait, this thing requires stone to make iron? Okay, at least we're losing a little bit of that. So what's the output is 42. Okay. So just have to control this thing, I guess, manually for now. Allow them to mine a little bit of iron, so we're gonna get rid of some of the stone, hopefully. Alright, and I think I can actually try to upgrade those things right away, right? I have enough gold to do something like that. So it's gonna solve a little bit of the problem with storage. But also give me like a more secured, I hope, storage area. Probably eventually have to also get like the architecture thingy. Yeah, probably have to get a little bit closer than that. Input is stone. Huh. Okay. Do I want to build those things around here? Like the architecture building? Probably. Maybe. So the range of this thing would be somewhere over here. If that makes sense. Yeah, sure. Let's build it here. Can I build it here? I mean... would prefer not to waste the cliffside, just in case if I'll have to get more mines at some point. Crap. Okay, get it a little bit higher, I guess. Maybe not that high, but somewhere over here-ish. Is this a good idea? Hope it's a good idea. Okay, build it. And now we can basically connect this thing with the road to the main network. The road for the main network. Perfect. Do we have enough iron, Governor? Yes, we do. Okay. Blacksmith Forge. Get that thing researched. And that's gonna allow me to get, I think... that's gonna allow me to get tools, right? And after that, we could try to get ourselves the trading post. But most importantly, it's gonna unlock me in the way towards the wooden bridge, which is all the way back here. I have the rest of the resources, so that's not that biggie. But yeah, I have to go for the port first. Sadly. Okay, income is fine. Yeah, income is fine for now. Right, once we're gonna move the slaves on the opposite side of the river, where I'm actually gonna give them like the proper neighborhood thingy, and then we're gonna turn this thing into insula. So that should give me a little bit more of money income as well. Like this area is, I think, prepared already. We just need to move the slaves. Research complete. Okay, good. So, fuel link. Smelting proximity. I need to get more tools. Efficient harvest. When a granary and grain farm are built next to each other, the granary gains storage space. Okay, that's pretty nice. Improves workflow efficiency, increases production output by 5. Doesn't say for what, but get it. And now we need to get the tool maker right next to the iron mine. So what, just like this? Ta-da! What? Missing stone. What do you mean missing stone? There's shitloads of stone. Stop missing stone around here! Stability. Expands the cover area of the... Oh, it oh! Okay, so we'll have to redo this thing as well. At some point. So how big is... Ah, that's how big this thing is. Holy shit! Okay, we're gonna have to completely change the layouts of architecture's office, and I wonder if this thing applies also to this shit. It does.
This will be our boldest move yet. Now is the time to begin construction of the port. If Sula intends to stop us, he will strike with full force.
Then we must be ready to fight.
No, we will not fight Sula on his terms. He thrives on violence, but he cannot control what he does not understand. Culture.
Culture? How will that stop him?
A city without bread does not stand. But a city without spirit and culture is already lost. If we show the people what Pompeii truly is, Sula's influence will wither. Son, I leave this city in your hands. Protect your siblings and do not let Sula provoke you. I will return tomorrow with a solution to our problems.
I won't let you down, but where are you going?
To Capri. There is someone I must speak with.
Sure. Why I cannot move the buildings yet? God damn it. Okay, so the range of those things increases drastically. See, this is an upgraded version, this is a fully upgraded version. Holy fuck. So instead of like building additional prefectures, it's just better to upgrade them from the looks of it. Same goes for the architecture's office, but, well, surprise, surprise. Okay, so also increases input, but still, like, yeah, I could easily build one architecture's office instead of like building 3 or 4 of those. I just have to figure out how to get, like, why I don't have the movement of buildings unlocked. Do I have to do like some type of research for that thing or what? Service, I don't know what it is. Automatic city service logistics. Input costs, okay, whatever. Where's an option to move buildings? I don't see anything like that. And I see an option for me to move buildings, but I cannot move the buildings, and I don't know why. Did I fucked up something when I started the mission? Salt, pig farms, clothing, expanded fleet, but farm production, harvest blessings, armor, butchers. How do I move buildings? No, seriously, how do I move them? Wait, hold on a second. Maybe I have to deactivate you first? No. I cannot move the building. Move buildings. I'm trying! Why cannot move you? Son of a bitch. Okay, well, we're gonna have to figure out this thing, I guess, in a bit different way. Yeah. I'm gonna have to move a few things around here. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. But we will see about that thing, I guess, eventually. Residence capacity, stuff like that. Okay, whatever. Right, give me the port. I am ready to have a port. And with the port, we're gonna try to focus on getting the bridge. So get the trade port. After that, get the quarry. Improve clay processing. Okay, sure, why not? And finally, wooden bridge. Problem is, I have to balance everything around here. Oh, that's how I can actually have view over coal. So that's alright. Problem is that I don't think I can actually put a cap. Oh, wait, there's a cap over here. Okay, hold on a second. So quantity. Can I like type? Okay, I can actually type over here. Let's see how much of those things I want. I want to have, let's say, like 20,000. Problem is that I have to do everything around here manually. 10,000 of this. Stone, also 10,000. Clay, I don't think we need that many. Like 1,000 should be enough. Same goes, I think, for iron. Gold, okay, we're gonna leave it as it is for now. Production facilities, none. Stone quarry production, okay. Right, because apparently right now I have a bit of a problem with keeping everything, like having enough storage for everything around here. Delete everything. Okay, 2,000 for bricks. Let's say 2,000 for tools, because I'm kind of like hoping I'll be able to sell them later on. So having like a surplus of this is going to be a good idea. Charcoal can also be like maybe. Charcoal actually could be, I think, used also for housing. Right? Is charcoal getting used for housing as well? Something like that? Okay, keep it like 2,000 as well, just in case. Right, so it's all about balancing all of this thing. Meat, okay, meat is way too much. I don't need that much meat. But maybe... Okay, keep it to 3,000 just in case, because grain, way too much. But then again... We keep... Wait, I don't understand something over here. The food and the resources share the same deposits? Oh, because I don't have granaries. Wait, what? So how the fuck the game calculates this shit? Hold on a minute. I don't have a granary? No, I don't. I just have a store depot over here. So, to my understanding, we have to build a granary for the grain. Granary. Designated storage facility for food supplies, safeguard provisions to feed the city population. Okay, research completed, whatever. Right. And we finally got ourselves a port. Water storage. What? Oh. Oh, that'll explain a lot. Sorry about that, guys. Let me give you some water. Here, enjoy. Sorry about that. Right. Okay, so... Place on the coastline. I cannot build this thing? Ah, there it is. Okay, so we have to lower this thing. I mean, remove some of the roads around here. Little tiny bit. Little tiny bit. There we go. There we go. There we go. Okay. And now I can actually try to build myself a port. Maybe we could try to also build some fisheries around here. And... the port should be here. Perfect. Okay, so that solves one problem. Now, redo the roads. So we're actually gonna have like a proper network around here. This thing goes here, and then a road goes across. Okay, brilliant. Now I just have to connect it here, and connect it over here. Ta-da! Okay, research complete. Yes, I got the wooden bridge! Oh, finally we can connect to the poor area. And with the seaport, I should be able to finally start to trade stuff around here. So maybe we'll be able to make a little bit more money, but more importantly, I have the granary. So it should improve the storage of food. I hope. Problem is that I would like to have a button to tell them that, listen, put food only in the granary. Hey, port built. Nice.
The people have had enough. The city's resources are dwindling, and leadership has failed them. Pompeii belongs to those strong enough to rule it.
After the disaster, you fled this city and abandoned it. For 20 years you were nowhere to be found. Yet now, you sabotage Pompeii's rebirth from the very first day.
Empty words, carried away by the wind. When we are finished with you, they will mean nothing.
You forget yourself, Sulla. You bring disorder into a place of governance. In the presence of the Empress.
Is this how you serve Rome, Sulla? Stirring chaos in a city striving for prosperity? I came to Pompeii to support its cultural revival, not to witness petty ambition.
I only speak for the people, Augusta.
The people will be heard, not through force, but through progress. The Empire rewards those who build, not those who seek to divide. Remove him.
Thank you, revered Empress. Because of your wisdom, Pompeii will stand, stronger than ever.
And Rome will watch with great interest.
Well, damn! She went for the big mama! Okay, right. So the bigger question is, can I make... okay, we can make a bridge over here, but can we make it like, you know, double thingy? What? You cannot build a bridge? The fuck? No. Remove this old road. I said remove the old road. Okay, maybe I need to have a little bit more ground around here. Okay, how about now? Okay, can we do like... well, it's not exactly the thing I was expecting we're gonna have, but... it is a double bridge in a way. It just looks weird. Yeah, a slight problem, but we can manage, no problem. Most important part, I have now connection. Now, what do we need For the slave housing. Water supply, health, security, food, basic goods, religion. Alright, and upgrades. Just increases the amount of people inside, I guess. So that means this also applies to this shit, I guess. Okay. We can roll with that thing. Increases input costs accordingly. Boosts grain yield at the grain field, ensuring more steady supplies of the grain. Increases input costs accordingly. Worker slots. Input. Okay. Hey, look, a wagon! But also that means I should try to build those things next to the granary. Research the concept of schooling in the security section 3, society section 3. Not really important for that thing at the moment because... Alright, we got this thing here, right? So how are we gonna roll with this thing around? Or do I want to go through the middle of it? I mean... Yeah, let's just go for the middle of it. And I could try to maybe make like some landmark over here to emphasize that this is the like the most southern part of the main road. If that makes sense. So I would have to figure out something. I will have to figure out how to make something over here, like a shrine or something. Something that is unique. Maybe a temple. Yeah, having a temple over here would be not a bad idea, I think, right? I mean, there's already... I wonder if the temple is as big as this thing. Because if it's as big as this thing, then we could try to maybe do something similar on this side as well. Sure, I have to sacrifice a little bit of mountains, but we can have like a perfect mining operations over here as well. So yeah, having like a temple of Ceres down here. Okay, how many temples do we have? We got Ceres, Venus, Mars temple, not available in early access, and Jupiter. So that's 4. Neptune's is 5. Fortuna is 6. Okay, and that's a shrine. So we're gonna have 6 gods in total. So let's think for a second. If I'm gonna put Ceres in the fields, Venus in like closer maybe to the bigger side of the city, Neptune closer to the coastline, Fortuna, I don't know, squeeze her somewhere, Mars somewhere maybe close to the military facilities, and then Jupiter maybe close to the forum itself. You know what, we could try to maybe... but then again, the road has to continue, right? Because this is going to be like... Those are like the main roads. Also, I could try to maybe make them a little bit more grand. So that means I have to move this thing, I think, to the side. But that's okay, we can... I mean, I got space to, like, rebuild this thing in a different place, right? So I could try to maybe make the roads a little bit more grand. If I do like this, maybe? Right, so this is going to be like the main roads of the city. Something like this. Something like this, I believe. And then we could try to put some decorations around here as well. Right, so this would be like one main road. I'm gonna remove those things and then continue the road over here to the forum. Then we're gonna do the same side, the same thing to this side, and to that side. If that makes sense. I hope it makes sense. So, how much I have to research to get the temples? Where the fuck are the temples? Stone bridges, glassworks, barracks, walls. Oh great, a wall. I was actually looking for a wall, holy shit. Where the fuck are the temples? Big farms, Triumph, gold, jewelry, bakery. Wait, hold on a second. Maybe I can actually already build it already because I haven't actually I was not exactly paying attention. Research Ceres Temple. Research Ceres Temple. Bakery, decorations, olive, carrier speed, bridge, plaza, scrolls, glass, dish, rose, B, K. What? Oh, hold on a second. It's probably. Oh! Okay. Because it's community rich. All shrines gain plus 10 tile of influence. Public toilet. City hall. Plebeian tax hike. Plebeian tax reform. Art school. Shrine. Okay, there we go. There's the shrines. Oh, there's far more resources than I have expected. Holy fuck. Huh. Oh well. Right, whatever. Let's assume for a second that the temple I can actually build is more or less the same size as this thing, right? So the size of this thing is... let's say 20. I'm gonna give you like a few more tiles, so... we're gonna make the garden over here. Let's say that the temple will start somewhere over here. So it's gonna be 20... 24. So more or less on this tree over here. There we go. So basically this is going to be the temple area. Once I'm gonna have the temple, I'm gonna try to build it over here. Like we're gonna make like the main temple of Ceres in this place. So that means rest of this shit is free for me to use for farming. I think. So yeah, that should actually be okay-ish. Huh. Now comes a different problem because we have to keep... okay, how exactly big this thing is going to be if I'm gonna upgrade it like next time? Hold on a second. Production pause. Okay, on pause production. On pause production as well over here. Okay, so if I'm gonna increase this thing one more time, how big... oh shit, that's a really big square. Holy fuck, how exactly big this thing is? 104. 104 from the center. La-di-da. 104. Okay, that gives me like a basic idea, I think. So if I'm gonna build the architecture thingy somewhere over here, let's see, 104. Yeah, it's going to be easy. So I could try to build one over here. I just have to keep it from the middle of the temple. So the temple is going to be here. 104, right? Uh-huh, sure. Huh. So let's keep it like 100. Yeah, easy. So I think we could try to build the architecture thingy on this side here. It should be enough. So get rid of this thing. Can I get the nearest depot warehouse is far away from transport resources? Will take some time. Okay, whatever, I don't care. So that'll be one architecture thingy. And then we could try to go on a different side over here as well. So that'll be one thing. Now, what about the prefectures? Because the prefectures can also increase its size. Okay, this thing is a little bit smaller. Let's see, what's the range? 48, give or take. 48. Okay, so I'm gonna have to have... okay, I'm gonna have to get more of those things, that's for sure. 48, you're saying, right? So one could be over here. Then another one will have to be 48 and 48, so that's like what, 100 or something like that. So another one could be over here, next to the mountains. Yeah, something like that. Okay, we can work with this. But anyway, back to the original idea. Grain fields. All right, so if I'm gonna build, can I make it look a little bit more? Wait, what's the? Hold on a second. How does it work? Technology and what's the grain? Efficiency, warehouse, city service, vineyard, smelting proximity, fueling. Charcoal burner is near a blacksmith forge. The forge gains production speed. When a granary and grain farm are built next to each other. Crap. How much is it gonna cost me to get one granary? One granary is input 2 denarii per worker. That's okay, I think. It should not be a problem to basically get like 2 granaries around here, right? So if I'm gonna build a farm... Shit, how the fuck I'm gonna actually do this thing? Okay, I'm kind of like thinking about doing the farms over here so we can actually have it like to look very nice. It could be a problem with the grain itself. Okay, do one here. We could try to maybe make a well next to it. And then I have to do the same thing on the opposite side. Okay, and now we have to go with the granary. Next to each other, you say? Huh. Well, that's a slight problem. Oh, let it fucking die. Huh, well, that's not exactly gonna work according to plan. How close this thing needs to be? Like, literally next to each other? Or can I have, like, some distance between them? Huh? Game? Can't explain? Okay, I think I should have enough fields. So even if I'm gonna build a granary over here, it should be enough. I hope. So let's build it like this and just pray. Now, how are we gonna solve the problem with the shelters for the slaves? Huh. Place roaming citizens maintain the appearances. Wait, citizens or... Because I'm not quite sure how the game calculates citizens. Like, everybody who lives in the city? Or just like the plebeians and patricians? How does the game calculate that thing? Okay, where's citizens? Health. People's health conditions, there are lack of medical herbs, medical medicine, or maybe a healer's house, their health would deteriorate. I have a healer's house nearby? I only got this thing. Oh. Huh. Basic goods. Job, security, health, religion, food, water supply. Okay, I don't think I have to worry about mushrooms too much because apparently they are capable of using the grain as well, so fuck that idea. But basically... Huh. Worker, plebeian. Input, 2 denarii per worker. It doesn't specify, is it for slaves, plebeians, and what was it, the patricians? It doesn't specify. Like, that's the worst part about this game. Like, there are a few things that the game is just not, like, specify. Because I don't honestly think that slaves would be allowed towards a barber shop. I don't think that was like a thing in actual ancient Rome. And the game is not quite clear on that. So let's assume for a second that the slaves can also use this, like, for like a minute, okay? So, what is your problem? Ah, okay, we don't have fields. We're gonna get there once we're gonna get there. Alright. So... Wait, can I increase also the size of this thing? Let's see. Promoting personal hygiene and reducing health risks of residents within the service radius. Yes, it also increases that thing.
There aren't enough plebeians to manage and sustain production. Construct more insulae to attract new residents.
Yeah, sure, working on that thing. Alright. So, temporary build, I guess. One here and one here. Oh wait, I cannot build over there. I can build over here. Ta-da! Alright, so this thing also increases its range. Holy shit. Huh, by quite a lot. Phew. Range is 52. Crap. Herb garden. Public toilet. Bathhouse. Okay, maybe we could try to do something towards the society and try to figure out what's gonna be domus. Spacious house where patricians live. Decorative banner, herpes garden, shrine influence, public toilet, city hall. I'm pretty sure the slaves are not paying any taxes at the very moment, right? Income. Yeah, so they are not paying any taxes. Huh. Okay, fuck it. Just gonna build a barber shop. And if needed to, we're gonna try to figure out something else as we get a progress with this thing. So, if I'm gonna build you maybe like this, is this going to be a good idea? But again, I'm gonna increase the size of this thing, so I could technically speaking build you like over here-ish. And then upgrade you a few times, and basically increase the range either way. So it's gonna cover like a bigger area. I hope. For more people to use its services. Yeah. Okay, I think that's actually going to be quite beneficial, so get that thing done. Now, how are we gonna do the rest of this bullshit? If I'm gonna make a road... Crap, they want to make it a main road or side road? Probably a side road. Okay, first things first though. I need to... Okay, shrine, and how many times I can actually upgrade this thing? Shrine of Fortuna. Aha! Okay, so the range of this thing is also quite big. Input is one denarii, so that's not a problem. And the range is around 50 as well, from the center. Around 50, you say. So this is like what, 40? Okay, so the shrine could technically speaking be the center of this neighborhood, right? If I'm gonna build you, for example, here, it only takes 1 coin. It takes 1 coin. How much I'm actually getting coins from this thing? 1,440 per year. 48 per year. Yeah, we can manage, no problem. Screw it. Shrine of Fortuna, here we go. Probably would be better to build Shrine of Ceres, so here, because this is supposed to be like the farming area, but okay, whatever, we can manage. Right, so this thing is going to be like this. Hold on a minute. Let's try to maybe make some decorations around here. Something like this. Okay. And now we just have to surround this thing with housing for the slaves. Oh, also I have to worry about the prefecture. So the prefecture is... Okay, that's, if I recall correctly, that's also like 50 or something range? Right? Yeah, 40, 50, something like that. So if that is 50 as well... Let's see... Basic goods... Pottery, huh, we're all gonna worry about that thing later on. Apparently I have difficulties with clay right now. Wait, how the fuck we can have difficulties with clay? Huh, gonna have to do something about that thing, I guess, at some point. Where is the... There it is. So 50. Hold on a minute. If I'm gonna do it like... Let's assume for a second that will be 1 over here, so that's 50. Yeah, we could try to build 1 here. And then 50 on the opposite side. Okay, so the prefecture, I think, could actually be here. We just have to improve it a few times. Okay. Do the slaves require a market? Provide citizens with food supplies, basic goods, and even luxurious items. It doesn't say. I have no damn idea. Is it needed by slaves as well? Bigger questions now. How many... wait, does it say... Okay, I got 20. I got 21 of those. I'm pretty sure that... No. It calculates every house. Okay. 3, 6, 9, 12... What, 13? 13 houses, give or take? So just have to spread those things around here and we're gonna be golden. Okay, maybe not exactly to the main road. Like, no. The slaves don't deserve to have a view over the main road. I mean, come on, let's be real over here. Okay, 1 over here, I guess. How are we gonna put the rest of those things? Something like this. Okay, so that's gonna be 4. Okay, 5. Let's give you like 6, 7 maybe, somewhere over here-ish. 7. Okay, I think we can have a road over here, right? So that's gonna be 7. Right? 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Need a road somewhere over here, I guess. And like this. Okay, I would like to keep the tree around, maybe. So I hope they're not gonna try to destroy it by mistake. And for good measure, good over here. Okay, perfect. Now we just have to wait for them to build it and destroy the old shelter neighborhood. And then we could try to make like some proper city movement. Yeah, I know,
More
slave labor,
shelters
shut
so
up.
The city can accommodate additional workforce.
I'm busy. Could you like kindly fuck off? Thank you. Alright. Okay. Hold on a second. I've built a fucking trade port. Why? I have to buy a ship. What? Okay. On assigned conditions. Hello? Excuse me, what? Oh. Resources, sell, ship. Can I sell you anything? I can sell you grain. Huh, shift. Okay, sell like maybe 4,000. No, what the fuck was that? Oh shit, I did something. Oh no! What did I do? In the meantime, because I managed to figure out how to fix the situation, I just keeps pressing escape per usual. Okay, get this. Get the school. Herbert's garden. Locks access to medical helps. Basic remedies improve healthcare. Public toilet. Sure, why not? City hall is gonna be probably the next thing I should try to worry about. Increased taxes on lower classes. Boosts state revenue plus 10%, but lowers plebeian satisfaction with governance -1 per week. Okay. This is taxes, yada. Art school. Foreshadowing. Shrine of Neptune. Medium decor. Street. Okay, so from the looks of it, I just have to keep building more stuff. I think. And probably that's just gonna solve all of my problems. Well, this is the majority of my problems.
We're running short on slave labor. Build more shelters so the city can accommodate additional workforce.
And the fuck you think I'm doing, huh? Explain that shit to me. The fuck you think I'm doing? Exactly. At the very moment. I'm kinda like building shit all over the place. Also, kinda would like to have this thing, I guess, somewhere around here. Like a one storage thingy or something? I don't know. We'll see. We'll get there once we get there. Alright. Houses are getting built. Resources are getting drained. Good. Very nice, very nice, very nice. Okay. So I can now, I think, get rid of the old shelters from this side. And goodbye. Right. Apparently that didn't hit me too hard. Or maybe the game still calculated that shit. I don't know. But we also have to worry about giving you water. Okay, perfect. Nice. Love it. Perfect little neighborhood. What? Herbalist garden. Working on that thing. Unemployed. What the hell exactly this thing works? Can I upgrade this thing? No, we need to have shelters level 2. We'll get there once we're gonna get there. Okay, give me more of those. Give me more of those. Alright, now we just have to connect all of this thing with roads. So something like this. Like such. Alright, the rest of this thing seems to be connected. Okay. What? Oh, okay, whatever. Something happened and I'm not quite sure what. And we could try to upgrade this thing a few times. Okay. Maximum range, as they say. Nice. Now I just have to get rid of this. Here's deposit. It takes time. Really? Really? I found out that this thing takes way more time than it should. Domus. Huh. It's quite small, actually, if you think about that. Alright, so how about I'm gonna give you, like, actually a small storage somewhere over here. Fuck it, build it over here, I guess. There we go. Research complete. Okay, now I can actually get myself some farm fields. Hold on. Give me the layout. There we go. Okay, get the farms. And here we go.
We have nowhere to house our slave workforce. Without new shelters, labor shortages are inevitable.
I'll let you know if anybody's gonna be asking you about that. Also, I've built outside of the fertile ground range. Okay, 2 more. Perfect. Now, big question is, what's gonna happen if I'm gonna upgrade you a few times? Okay. And the amount of fields remain the same. Lovely. And so now that the slaves have moved away from this side of the city, I can do something about having more in-slots. And with more in-slots, we should basically have more taxes. And with more taxes, we should also have more people because, well, more people means more taxes. And in the end, that means that with more money, we could try to play around with a little bit more with more advanced stuff, I guess. Okay, get that thing over there. Insula, right. What's the difference between those things? Okay, so it's like one tile away. And then just fill this thing with the rest of this thing. Okay, perfect. Now, do I want to have another carpenter shop? That's a very good question. Are we keeping up with this thing? We are not keeping up with this thing from the looks of it. Yeah, so having another one of those, I guess, is actually going to be a very good idea. Where's the carpenter shop? I'm looking for you. It's the carpenter shop. Pottery. Ah, there it is. Okay, build it over here. Right, so once all of this thing is gonna get built, my income should skyrocket. There's a slight problem with food, I guess. So how about we can increase the level of the farms? And I've placed all of the fields, and I still have a lot of space. So you know what that means? We can basically get even more granaries around here. I mean farms. Like this. And I can maybe even make myself a road over here. Ta-da! Right, very good, very nice. Okay, input is nice. Production is... Ooh. Okay, we're gonna have to do something about planks once again, because apparently this is not matching up. And just surround this thing with fields. Nice. I mean, it could be better, but still, it's not that bad. And I can still try to squeeze like another farm over here. I could try to even maybe move the road a little bit, so if I need more space for the farms. But yeah, basically this is going to be my... What? Buildings corrupts? I'm not quite sure what you're referring to. But basically, this should be enough for now for me to maintain steady food supply. I hope. I mean, I did order them to sell this shit, but... Are you actually like selling this thing? Make action. Oh, wait, what? Send an invoice to Shape Alliances, not available in current version. Oh, so this thing is not even working. I've bought a ship. I thought I'm selling this thing. No, I'm not. Oh well. Okay. Sure. Whatever, game. Whatever. Right. Ah, okay. We can also increase the capacity of storage for the granaries. Alright, let's get some more upgrades. That's gonna allow me to store even more food, which is gonna be quite essential for this entire thing to work. Alright. Production, usage. Sure. And this thing is basically covering everything around here. Lovely. This thing is covering mostly everything. So probably gonna have another prefecture over here, another prefecture over there, another one over here. But we should still manage with all of this. Alright. Food is, I think, stable. But probably gonna have to worry about some other sources of food. For example, we try to get this thing. Workers, fishermen, slaves. Okay, well, whatever. Oh, I know what I can worry about. I can worry about maybe getting some more pottery. Clay. This thing requires charcoal. Bloody fucking da. Charcoal, you say, right? How the heck we are... Oh, okay, I actually got a lot of charcoal. Production is 38, using is 23. What about clay? Where's clay? Clay is over here. Production is 22, using is 24. Okay, since I'm gonna be doing the... like the road over here a little bit bigger, wider, the main road, I should probably like move this thing somewhere over here. Like, I don't think that they're gonna mind it if I'm gonna do something like that. But then again, do we have this thing upgraded? Probably not. Probably not. So, clay pit. Alright, I could try to build this somewhere over here-ish. Like such. Okay, now we need to have pottery. Input is clay and charcoal. Huh. Alright, do it like this maybe. Give me storage. here-ish, just in case. And charcoal, does the charcoal get like bonuses if I'm gonna put it to something else? Because I really don't remember. Charcoal. Near brickworks production increase. Yeah, but is it like anything related to charcoal? I don't think so. So we can build charcoal whatever we want, and it still should be fine. Alright, so the good news is that the farm area started to actually bring in food, so that's okay. I'm started to even get some supply of basic goods. So I didn't understand at first how this thing works, but apparently the game accumulates everything, right? So it's not separated pottery, furniture, dishes, salt. No. The game combines everything and puts us into like one category. So my guys are using 118 of basic goods, and I'm making, from the looks of it, I'm making 75 pottery and I'm making 40 furniture. So 75 plus 40, and that thing goes towards the usage of 118, and apparently I'm still missing a little bit, but yeah, I'm getting like a little bit of surplus. Okay, now we got problem with lumber again. Okay, sure. First things first though, I want to build myself a school. So education. Was surprised, this thing requires lumber. Very fucking funny game. I mean, okay, I could try to maybe slap it somewhere over here. If the game will allow me to do something like this. I mean, that would actually be great. This is a pretty good damn ass looking school. Okay, demolish this. Right, school, and try to build this thing, I guess, over here. It's not gonna be symmetrical, but, well, we're gonna worry about that thing later on as we're gonna go with it. So that's one thing. And the second thing is that I need apparently more timber. So, hold on a second. If I'm gonna upgrade you, do you take more space? Yeah, you do. So the forest camp increases its output, range of this thing, right? Okay, so I got a bit of a forest over here. Yeah, sure. Build it, I think, here-ish? Something like this. Okay, and I get benefits from what exactly again? Because I already forgotten. Oh, I have to get this thing actually, because I also forgot about that. And didn't do this? Okay, sure, do it now then. Where is the quarry? Stone quarry? No. Lumber, no. Forest and sawmill are built in each other. Lumber production is increased by 10. Improve car design. Food production beginner. Gatherer's hut and hunting camps. Progress collection efficiency. Yeah, I'm kind of like thinking about getting those things as well over here. So we could try to do. Okay, sawmill can go here-ish. And then just for the loose and giggles, get the gatherer's hut here, I guess. And get the hunting encampment as well over here. Okay. Now, just need to get like the basic storage. So they'll have a space to throw this thing out. Because then the goods will get teleported anyway magically to the destination. So that's not really a problem. Okay, and now just connect this thing to the rest of the network and we're gonna be golden. Lovely. I love when a plan can get us so nicely. And the school is about to get built anyway very soon. Okay, 106. 106. So somewhere over here is the range. Yeah, something like that. 106. Governance. Get this thing and build it somewhere over here. Perfect. Right, so that's gonna cover the architecture issues, I guess. Gonna have to go like towards this destination as well, but we're gonna get there once we're gonna get there. And now, most important part is the school is not getting built. Let me guess, we're missing planks. I mean lumber. Anybody care to like
Running short on slave labor. Build more shelters so the city can accommodate additional workforce.
Okay, what the fuck is wrong with the slaves? Like, why I am constantly requiring more and more of those idiots? Ugh, it's just taking building space all over the place. God damn it. Okay, new idea. Can I research better shelters? What? Street stage. Okay, that's not the thing I need. There it is. Shelter stage 2. Can we get there? I mean, I don't see any difficulties to get to this thing, so... There we go. Okay, so once we're gonna research that thing, I'm just gonna upgrade the shelters that I already have, because I am sick and tired of building more of those. Yeah, very low lumber. Extremely low lumber. Well, at least I got still a lot of wood, but very low lumber. Okay. Problem is that the rest of the economy also relies on lumber, so... Yeah, that's like additional issues. Upgrade this thing as much as I can. Nice. And then upgrade the sawmill as well. A little bit more. A little bit more. Perfect. Okay, production is 160. Perfect. And... Okay, so now we're gonna get some resources. We're gonna upgrade the other thing. Can we build this? Preferably today. And the school is
You're
built.
alive! Truly alive!
Huh?
I was so worried I'd never see you again.
I was afraid too, more times than I care to admit. But something kept me going. The thought of you and your words before I left.
Look at them. They're not children anymore.
Gods, they've grown so much. Marcos, you're nearly a man now.
I did my best. Took care of Mother and the others, as well as I could. It wasn't easy.
Father, you look pale. Are you all right?
Are you sick? Why are you walking so slowly?
Some kind of fever hit us on the way back. I'm not the only one. Most of the men who returned are ill. Some didn't make it home.
You're not dying. Not here. Not now. Marcos, see to it we build a herbalist garden right away. We need to gather enough healing herbs to help everyone recover.
Okay, so that's a slight problem. Well, at least the main guy is back, and apparently also, hold on a second. Family traits, talents. Okay, another idea. Wow! You've grown to be a real man. You've grown to be something, and you look like... Okay, I don't want to say what they actually look like. Okay, so I'm actually wondering, I'm supposed to do something with this thing later on? I hope so, because, well, that would be a wasted opportunity to, I don't know, have more benefits for the city. Anyway, I've improved the shelters, as you can see. They're like a little bit different. And they basically provide me with a little bit more people. Not a lot of people, but basically I'm saving a little bit of space. So that's like one of the more important things for me. Okay, let's try to upgrade some more of those things. There we go. Alright, so this we don't have to worry about slaves for the time being, hopefully. Okay, and apparently we need to get more... No teacher in the building. Okay, and who exactly is supposed to work over here? Automatically active? Production pause. No, it's not. Who the fuck is supposed to work over here? Extends the school reach. I don't understand. No teacher in the building. Why? What exactly am I missing over here? Oh, we need the patches. Oh, okay, so we need those guys. Okay, so that's why the school's not working. Wait, so hold on a second. What exactly the school is for? It's for the domus then? Did I just build the school in the wrong district? Because that actually would make a lot of sense. Huh, okay. And also we need to get the herbalist garden. So that would be... Okay, there it is. Garden where the medical herbs are cultivated and prepared for, yeah, they allows them to treat the city residents. Aesthetics, education. No, you also have the education need. Huh, but this thing is working. Place for children in ancient times to learn essential knowledge. Not quite sure what this thing is for. Satisfaction will decrease. I'm not certain what exactly all of this thing is giving me. Like, water and food supply is self-explaining. Religion is like maybe explaining, but what exactly is benefiting me from fulfilling the need for entertainment, for education, for luxury goods, for governance? Like, what I'm getting in return? I don't know. For now, I know that I'm actually paying you money, and you're not paying me enough taxes. What the fuck? What the hell? how's this paying me 1,400 and you're paying me 1,200? You're supposed to be like the more elite group. The fuck? Pay the taxes, motherfuckers. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I think this is for now a good idea to leave this thing as of here because, well, I'm rambling too much a little bit. But basically, well, if I want to start another project, then I'm gonna need to have like a bit more time. So, we got food, we got gold, we got a little bit of lumber issues over here still, but I'm gonna worry about that thing as we speak later on, I guess. Maybe I could try to do something with the output of this thing. I don't know. Low space in stock. Yeah, well, figures. Is there like anything else we could try to worry about? Well, I could try to do maybe some more research. And the next part would actually be to get... Okay, warehouse would be nice to have, and vineyards. But also, I think we're gonna start to turn this place into like a proper city. So that means I have to get rid of all of the old hunting camps, the old charcoal burner, old gatherer hut as well. Like all of that thing have to disappear. This section over here have to probably like disappear as well. And after that, I do believe we're gonna actually try to expand this thing a little bit more. So that means I'm gonna have to get like a lot more of basic goods. And we're gonna start to maybe do some decorations around here, if that makes sense. Also, I have to worry obviously about medicine. And I do wonder... not available in early access. Yeah, that would explain a lot. So I can't exactly build walls just yet. But I hope eventually I'll be able to build myself like a proper stronghold. And after that, well, I don't know, we'll see. But that's gonna think, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna basically worry about, I guess, in the future episodes, because for now, I'm gonna think as of this. Thank you guys so much for watching. Helps a lot. See y'all in the next video.